Brandon's here every day.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, you're listening?
We wonder sometimes, right?
I heard my name.
Okay.
Yeah, he listens because he waits for me to say something good that he can rip out. But he always keeps listening. He just keeps waiting.
Think about it. People sit and talk about it. Politicking with the haters like they know about it. I stay focused, I just hustle to the sun up. Not a whole squad telling me that they about to turn up. I'm like, man, down.
I love mortgages. I love helping people realize the dream of homeownership. I love everything about it. The opportunities that it provides to individuals buying investment properties, the analysis behind should you do an ARM or a fixed or do a grant program or not grant. I love all that. That's the process side. But I'm really, I'm just really liking the way that I can go about getting in front of people now and committing to, like my first pillar, educate, right? So we have 3 pillars: educate, communicate, and execute. I love the fact that I can get in front of people and do what I really love doing, which is educating. You know, that's what I love. That's my passion. And this is just giving me a way to do it.
It's allowing us an avenue to be creative and, have an artistic kind of adventure. Because, mortgages are mortgages, right? And we
Snooze
can
fest.
that for what?
Snooze fest, right? I mean, it is. It's not sexy for many people.
Right. And so it's been, I would say, very fun for you to make it sexy and to make it interesting and to attract eyeballs on something really nobody really wants to talk about. Right?
But
don't.
they need
They
to,
don't.
and you're doing it in a way that's manageable and people are.
Well, we've also been in it 22 years, so we've seen some of the good times, and we've also had our fair share of challenges and how to navigate through that. So then it allows me to take that and turn it into kind of business motivation, business inspiration type deals where I'm now connecting to a different group of my audience that isn't interested in mortgages at all or buying or selling right now. But I'm staying in front of them with some valuable things that maybe in 3 years or 2 years or 1 year or 6 years when they now get ready to buy or sell, they will remember me at that point because it's not always just mortgage, right?
The way that the lifestyle is brought to life for someone purchasing a $300,000 home is going to be the exact same way that we're doing it for a $3 million client, because at the end of the day, everybody's buying into a lifestyle and deserves the right to be able to have that service.
100%. We talk about it all the time. I have no idea who's applying, calling, walking in the door, anything. So I have to deliver that excellence, right? That execution for that $10 million client or that $45,000 to $60,000 client. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, that's the most important purchase for them. So if it's that important for them, it should be that important for me, right? And so you have to have systems or processes. That's why I always love to talk about the process more so than the outcome. But that's why you have to be so focused on the process, because then everybody will get treated, with the same excellent service. If you say, oh, this has to go this way and this has to go this way, you're eventually going to be broken. Something's going to get messed up. Somebody's going to miss something, and that's where you find leakage, and leakage is what creates 1 stars. If you guys have questions on what we use or editing softwares or just different things, I'll share everything that we use to produce the type of content that we produce. And then I'm using, like where I use Instagram, just kind of giving you an idea there. Like I put out something called the Mortgage Report every Monday, and it really goes into the lock or float position that I recommend to my clients, but it's a weekly report. So I started getting a lot more comfortable with live video, right? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. I got really more comfortable with a live video, and I use Instagram stories for that because the shelf life is 24 hours, and specifically for something like interest rates, because they change so much. I try to push people there for like daily updates, and then just turn the phone around and do a quick video as to what's happening currently in the market, and is my position at all changed from a float or a lock to a float or a lock, right? And I'm starting to see some engagement with that. Now I'll do the video, and then it's not truly live. I'll do the video, then I'll give it to him, and he'll splice it up and just really quick in the deal, and then put it up there.
Brandon's here every day.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, you're listening?
We wonder sometimes, right?
I heard my name.
Okay.
Yeah, he listens because he waits for me to say something good that he can rip out. But he always keeps listening. Yeah, he just keeps waiting. It's like, dude, say something good today.
So what platform do you think, as you're moving forward to go directly to consumer, just out of curiosity, which social media platform are you thinking is going to be the best avenue for you all? 'Cause, I mean, at least from the landscape that we're looking at with mortgages and whatnot, there's a lot of people and realtors as well. Facebook has been around for a really long time. However, there's a lot of people on it and it's quite saturated. So are you looking at Facebook? Are you looking at Instagram? Are you looking at all? I mean, are you just going go big or go home, or what's kind of your guys' thought process?
Definitely Facebook and Instagram. It's still the cheapest and has the lowest priced opportunity to get the most attention to your brand, right? I mean, so if you're not going to go buy leads, or you're going to go to, radio or TV, then that's the best way to do it. I feel 100% the best way to do it is get in front of people where they are. This is Fox, CBS, NBC, ESPN. This is where they do everything. Now, the other side of it is, this is where over 70% of home buyers start their home buying search, right? Is on their mobile device.
Right.
One of every two buyers will find the property first and then contact the agent. So it happens there. LinkedIn's really big, but it's more big I use it for two things. One, to educate, even my own industry. So I've Facebook, I always cap out at the 5,000, and so I have to get rid of all the loan officers that want to friend me on that because I don't want them taking up space, right? So it's always LinkedIn is where we connect there, and then. So that and then LinkedIn's really used for corporate type stuff. So if I want to see a CFO or an HR manager, that's where I would use LinkedIn more from the professional side. But Instagram and Facebook, I'm getting a lot more traffic on Instagram, or a lot more engagement, I think, on Instagram than I am on Facebook, unless I really spend money. I like Facebook targeting and all the things you can do ad-wise on Facebook, but I can put something out on Instagram that's a lot more edgier and whatever, and get a little bit more of an engagement with my audience, right? Yeah. Facebook's kind of still, it's not LinkedIn where it's all corporate, but it still has that more professional feel than maybe what an Instagram does. Yep. Okay. I never worry about the eyes, what is bomb, I put that on the squad, 'cause I know I'm about to get it.